Right now we're in the Bailey Hoop House. It's a passive solar greenhouse, and we're visiting my worm bin, which is full of red wigglers and is composting food waste from the Brody cafeteria.
Generally a greenhouse is heated, but a greenhouse can mean any sort of structure like this. We like to call this a hoop house or a passive solar greenhouse to denote something that is unheated and covered only in plastic.
Well, I guess, we're trying to show people that, being able to recycle all of your food waste and use up all the nutrients as possible isn't really that hard, and it's not that complicated, and everybody can do it. And we're trying to show you that students can do it, and in the end we believe the whole university can do it.
So one of the things that we do when we try to show students or talk with people about organic farming is it's nice to be able to take a handful of soil, and the information that we're given is that in a cup of soil like that, there can be as many living organisms as there are people on the planet. So that would be as many as 6 to 7 billion living organisms. That won't be in any soil, but in a soil that's well managed and provided with organic matter and maintained without excess chemicals or fertilizers, that it can be a living soil. And organic farming that's what it's really about, is feeding the living soil.
This is the third floor of Bailey Hall, and it's the community kitchen where the students are allowed to come and cook. And what we do here about once a month in the RISE program is my students come up here. They've harvested some product out of the passive solar greenhouse that we have down on the site. Today they've harvested thyme, rosemary, chives, what else do we have over there? Oregano. And they're making homemade bagels and homemade cream cheese, herbed cream cheese. So for them, for me, what happens here is they bring the work that we do in the hoop house full circle. So they've learned how to grow these plants organically, and now they're reaping the benefits and cooking with the herbs. So
composting with worms is the way to save the world, is what I like to say. Even though some people don't believe me, but it does great things for your soil too. It's beyond just eliminating food waste. When you add this to your soil, it increases the water retention capacity, which means that you don't have to water your lawn as much if you're adding this. So we're saving water, we're saving energy, and it's a really great system.
For me as an environmentalist, I think this is a key piece, is making that connection again to the land, to the soil, to the food that we grow, that we're not just consumers. We don't just go to the grocery store and buy food, but that we're participants in a food system. And this is the really fun part of being in a food system, is cooking with your friends and then enjoying good food together.
The biggest thing is that we do need to have a lot more local and sustainable food. It tastes good, it's good for the local economy, and these sorts of structures can support that. There are tons of herbs purchased in the dining halls from other countries and from California, but we're able to do it right here and keep that in the local area.
Oh, does that smell good?
We always say a rind is a terrible thing to waste. This is a resource, and through vermicomposting we're being able to keep it that way, keep food waste as a resource and use it to grow our food. We have in this hoop house an amazing community of where you see where your food comes from, where it's going, and where it's going after that. And something great about that is this bin doesn't smell. It can be indoors. I had one under my bed for a while. I have one in my room here on campus too. Some people have a goldfish. I have 1,000 worms.
This Greening of the Great Lakes video is produced by Russ Green and White at Michigan State University for NLive.com.